USDC is collapsing right now, and I will be talking about the consequences this will have on the market, and of course I will be talking about this insane D-Pack, whether it will become alright again, and whether we should take our money out of USDC and move it elsewhere. So don't forget to watch this video till the end. We will be discussing the most important charts, the most important things that currently are playing out in the market, and with that being said, don't forget to slap up that like button. Can we once again smash it back above 600? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content, because once looking at the imminent short term for Bitcoin, I mean really on the imminent short term, Bitcoin looks to be creating somewhat of a V-shaped recovery. But while this is happening, the second largest bank in the US, and right now we're seeing the effects what higher interest rates have on the market, and we can see that once again the financial system is failing, and this is the exact reason why Bitcoin is created. Currently for the Bitcoin price action, it is not really affecting us a lot. However, while this is happening, the second largest stablecoin that is currently number 5 on CoinMarketCap, that has got a market cap above 37 billion US dollars, is depacking already 10 cents below its pack price. To be very honest, we have seen this all before with the Terra Luna situation. So if I'm going to look at the risk management, I would 1000% for sure take my money out of USDC. I never used USDC, and I still personally think that USDT is a very good option to choose. You can see also that the money from USDC actually moved towards USD Tether, and USD Tether is currently overpacked, so it's 1.10. And you can currently see that USD Tether is actually overpacked, what means that the pack price is right now above $1. So, and that is of course also a nice thing if you're holding Tether. Of course, it's not really a big effect here, but we're seeing this D-Pack for USDT happening towards the upside due to the fact that everyone is moving their money out of USDC. Why is USDC then D-Packing? Of course, they were exposed to the second largest bank in the US that just collapsed, and we are actually expecting that the US is going to bail them out, because yeah, they just can't let the second biggest bank of the US collapse them. Elon Musk also talked about it, that he wants to buy it over and make it a digital bank. So there are a lot of rumors going around it right now here, but basically what we know from Circle at least, so if we're going to look at the crypto side of things here, Silicon Valley Bank is one of the 6 banking partners that Circle uses for managing approximately 25% of all the USDC reserves. So not all the USDC reserves are gone right now, and 25% of all their reserves are managed by banks. And a few hours ago, Circle actually confirmed that they lost an approximately 3.3 billion US dollars with the Silicon Valley Bank, what is definitely a significant amount. And at the time, while they were writing this, they lost 3%, and right now they already lost 10% of their value. And we all know what happened with Terra Luna. Of course, you could maybe buy some USDC to maybe think it's going to be going back towards its pack price, but personally, I wouldn't take the risk here. I wouldn't take the risk, and I would just take the loss, small loss right here, and set it in USDT. Maybe it's a bad decision, maybe it's a good decision. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And right now as well, we're seeing that traditional finance is affecting Bitcoin and cryptocurrency industries again, because also these stable coins are exposed towards these traditional banks, what is definitely not necessarily a good thing, because due to that, we're also seeing an effect on crypto due to the collapse of the second largest bank in the US. But in my opinion, this is exactly the reason why we need Bitcoin. So right now we can see that the price action of Bitcoin is not really forming anything really interesting. We are seeing, of course, that bounce, and we are seeing the slowdown in the movement towards the downside like I've been predicting for Bitcoin. Currently, I am not in a trade yet here. I am still looking for new trading opportunities. We can clearly see a slowdown in terms of the drop for the price action for Bitcoin. And if we're looking at the US 500, so the American stock market, we can actually see that the American stock market moved down also quite significantly. And we basically also created a lower high yet again here. So this is interesting to see. Of course, the stock market moves down due to this news here, but basically due to the effects of Jerome Powell hiking the interest rates, we're currently seeing this effect happening of these banks falling over. And this is the first bank that is falling over since 2007 financial global crisis, and maybe we could see more of the interest rates stay high for such a long time. So most likely this will be spiking the recession, and if that happens, maybe Jerome Powell is going to start cutting rates. Of course, he said that he will not cut rates as long as inflation is high, but this could also drastically bring inflation lower, because yeah, if there's a bigger recession, people can spend less money, so inflation could come down very quickly. So hopefully that is going to be happening right now here, and we can cut the rates again here, go lower, print more money, and pump Bitcoin towards the moon, right? if I'm looking at the daily time frame for Bitcoin, of course, we do really care about what is happening with Bitcoin at the same time right now, right? So if USDC is going to collapse, it could definitely cause another cascading effect towards the downside. If I'm going to look at what happened with the Luna crash, of course, sent Bitcoin down from $40,000 to an approximately $25,000. And there was a big movement towards the downside. There was an approximately correction of an about, let me say this correctly, 36%. It could once again be a black swan for Bitcoin, and it could send Bitcoin once again like 20-30% down here, what could bring Bitcoin down below $15,000. So if USDC collapses, it will take out so much market cap. It's crazy. They're currently having a market cap of 36 billion US dollars. So it's very important. If USDC collapses, it could be another black swan for Bitcoin. And not only for Bitcoin, it's going to be a black swan for a lot of altcoins as well here that probably have more exposure to USDC. So it's important to look about who's exposed to USDC right now, what altcoins are exposed to USDC, and be very careful with using or investing in these altcoins. Looking at the legendary trend line here on the daily time frame as well, we are currently still bouncing from it, what is actually very nice to see. And if I'm looking at the previous all-time high for Bitcoin, it is actually quite funny to see that we're currently, if I can select the previous all-time high, that we're currently actually bouncing from the previous all-time high. We exactly retested the previous all-time high for Bitcoin and this exact trend line here from the daily time frame from the top side, and right now we're bouncing from off this level, what is definitely very epic to see here. So let's see how it's going to be playing out right now here. But currently I definitely am very excited for Bitcoin on the long term, but on the imminent short term, I think we are currently seeing somewhat of a floor getting created. I think we're not going to move down very quickly unless USDC is going to collapse right now, of course. And yeah, the lower side targets, it's very hard to measure them right now. I think the biggest support that we're currently looking at in terms of daily time frame, we can see this box right here, what is previously around being the low of this crash here, and also has been holding us up right here, providing resistance right here. So if we're really going to be seeing a big movement towards the downside, 17.6 towards $18,000 is really the level where I'm expecting a lot of support to be found for Bitcoin. At the same time, we can currently see that Bitcoin is officially trading back below the 3-day EMA ribbon, and basically if we have a bearish crossover, it's going to be very bearish for the bigger trend for Bitcoin. If we confirm this signal, you will be the first one to know on the channel. But historically speaking, the 3-day EMA ribbon, once the signal crashes and once basically this gets a confirmation, it usually tends to indicate a bigger swing trend in the market like we've always seen in history. So make sure to subscribe to the channel right now to stay up to date about this one. But yeah, this video was more about giving you an update on USDC. Besides that, not a lot of things are happening in the price section of Bitcoin, so don't forget to slap up that like button, stay subscribed, because maybe if something important happens on this news, I need to share it straight away here. And once something very important happens on the USDC news, you will be the first one to know here on the channel. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel right now here, slap up that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, goodbye.